you so much for coming on today. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Excited to talk to you because look, the offer was such a big success. And first off, I just want to congratulate you on that because it's a phenomenal show. And I'm curious, was there a lot of pressure on you going into this role? Because Mario Puzo is such a iconic figure. So how did that feel for you going into this?
Um, no, I think it was, I mean, I think it could have been a lot of pressure. I just didn't view it that way. I said, I got the role. And so, I just wanted to kind of let his spirit guide me. You know what I mean? Look at his work and become a part of his work. And I knew that would be enough to guide my already kind of honed skills as an actor and instincts.
Yeah,
Um, and so I didn't stress out about, oh my God, I more celebrated like, wow, I wonder what I'm going to be able to do with this. This is such an honor,
yeah.
so yeah.
What kind of interesting things did you learn about playing this character along the way?
Oh gosh, I mean, just a lot of the things. I mean, his gambling, and how that kind of pushed him to write the Godfather. What an unbelievably voracious reader he was. Um, the fact that he never really, although he spent a lot of time in Italy, never really learned how to speak the language.
Mhm.
Um, this great love of his kids, this semi um moments where, there was almost a laziness with his writing and that he didn't, but he would kind of do 10 days of writing in 25 minutes and kind of sit around and it would seem that he wasn't doing anything. And he was, so lots of interesting little, parts of him that you would never kind of associate. He read, I don't know, he probably read 13, 14 hours a day. Never had less than 20 books open. You
Wow.
know, the guy was, he was, very, very deeply weaved into other people's work. Uh,
Absolutely.
and he didn't really want to write The Godfather. Those are things that I didn't really know at that point. You know what I mean? That it was like, you know, um, that, like I said, he was kind of pushed into it, and I don't think it ever, even till the day he died, it was never his favorite piece that he wrote.
Yeah, well, that was something I read about online too, and obviously watching the series, you learn about this through his character, right? And
Yeah,
it's so interesting because obviously when you're going into a character and you're learning a lot about him, I think as an actor it helps to get more engulfed into the role, and it helps for a better performance. Which again, you did a fantastic job. And
thank you.
speaking of The Godfather, actually, I have something here that I want to show.
Okay.
One sec. So I actually got this for my birthday. It's let's see if everybody can see it. The Godfather family album.
Beautiful. Very cool.
This was something really cool.
Ah,
I'm not like, honestly, it's pretty long, so I didn't finish it yet, but it's really good. And
yeah,
just yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, and yeah, The Godfather is one of my favorite movies, if not my favorite movie of all time.
yeah,
The
yeah.
the whole story, what I love a lot, and it's something that Dan Fogler, who I had on the show, his character Francis Ford Coppola talked about. The story's about family, right? And Mario Puzo, it's like you mentioned, like he loved his kids and stuff. I feel like The Godfather, more than a mafia story, is about family, and that's something that I'm sure as Italians, we're very much with our families and we celebrate that as well. So it's as much as it's a fictional tale, there is a lot of stuff that people, an average viewer, can relate to. Do you agree with that as well?
Yeah. And I think that was the success of The Godfather. I think it gave people insight into this, very dark, intriguing world of, crime and violence that they had never really seen. And then at the same time, they were being presented with the love and care that they saw in their own home. And
Yeah.
they started to kind of be able to have a personal, a personal connection develop between this thing that they didn't know anything about, where they suddenly felt more intimate with it. And I think that was the sort of the wall that Puzo broke, narratively, with a genre of film or story that was being told in a very linear way. We go out, we rob people, we kill people,
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah.
Nobody catches us. And if they do, we go down with the ship. It's that kind of equation that existed, I think before Mario Puzo told us how to really tell a story in a real way, in a really beautiful way. So
Absolutely. Yeah.